Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, being here, being you, be the best you. There's only one of you here. Thank you for being a part of my dream and my journey, and for sharing your time and watching this video with me. And yeah, I think that's all I already said for my intro. But
I was at a crazy person, but I could get crazy too.
if you're watching this video, thank you so much. So I have another book review. We're gonna review A Love Like the Sun by Riss Neilson, right? I think that's how you pronounce it, because Nelson wouldn't have an I, but this has an I, so I think it's Neilson. But I love this book. Okay, one thing about me though, I love romance. I love romance books. I love reading romance books. It's because it's weird, because like I'd rather read a romance book than I would watch like a romance movie. But I love romance. Like, I don't know, it's something about reading about it versus like watching it and just like versus like reading about it and literally creating like your own picture, your own little movie. Like, I love it so much, and I just love romance books and just reading about how the characters fall in love and stuff. So this is a romance book and I did love it. The only thing, like, if anybody else was to read this, I would say be prepared to kind of know what's already going to happen within the first 50 pages of the book. Like, within my first day of reading this, I was like, oh, I already know where this is going, I already know what's gonna happen, you know. But sometimes it's like, although you might think you know what happens or where it's going, sometimes it might change on you and stuff. But in terms of this book, just know whatever you think is probably gonna happen is gonna happen. This book was very like straightforward, you know. You're honestly just watching it unfold, but you kind of know the end already, you know. But I love it. So yeah, I'm gonna get into spoilers now. This book is about a girl who, well, it's really about a girl and a guy who were best friends since elementary school or since kids. They grew up in the same town. The town was small, so I think they lived across from each other or something like that. You know, they had their own jobs, but what the girl, what's her name? What was her name? Her name, bruh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Yes, Lanaya. I think that's how you pronounce her. Her name is Lanaya. The dude's name is Isaac. So Lanaya works at a hotel. She's a maid, but she also has her own business on the side with her mom, where they do like hair care products, but they make it from scratch. So it's homemade hair care, homemade skincare, you know, butters, conditioners, shampoos, but they make it. But her business is failing, and Isaac comes and he's like, Isaac has like millions of followers. I think he's an actor. No, he's an artist. So he has millions of followers, and he talks about like his dating life on social media. So that's how he got like a social media following, and then plus he's an artist. So Isaac is like, well, I have a plan. Maybe we could do something, da da da. The plan was, he was gonna basically say that they were in a relationship, which obviously got people going to her and her mom's business. And then Isaac, he's already famous and stuff, but obviously people love, so people are just like going to her, going to him, and they're basically just keeping this up for the whole book, right? And Lanaya, she has anxiety. Honestly, she has anxiety. So I said that to say, although she's in this relationship with Isaac, she's still thinking about everything. And she also ends up being sick with kidney disease. So basically towards the end, she obviously learns like, just live life, go in for what you want, go all in, don't think about what's gonna happen if it doesn't work out, right? I say that to say that when her and Isaac were together, obviously since they've been friends for a while, she started feeling something for him, and he been felt something for her, like he been loved her. But she obviously, they had such a great friendship. In her mind, she's like, this is just my friend, I'm just gonna keep it like that, I don't want it to get worse or nothing. But she starts feeling him, and she's like, dang, like maybe I'm feeling him just because we're in this fake relationship, you know, a little bit of method acting. But no, the feelings are real, obviously. But it's crazy though, because like I said, in the beginning of the book, you can tell that he likes her, at least, because the way that he talks to her, and then the way that she describes their friendship and how he is with her. I'm like, girl, that man like you ain't know that man like you. I know you know that man liked you a little bit. Like, I know you don't know, because he's so gentle with her. He's always there, call me, text me, you know. He tries not to overstep her boundaries. He's always hyping her up, supporting her, like. And obviously not every dude or girl that does that likes you, I know that. But in terms of this romance book, he liked her. So obviously towards the end, they end up getting spicy, doing some grown activities, because they end up being honest with each other. And he's like, yeah, like, I'm feeling you, let's actually try this out. So they did, and yeah, she liked him. She liked it. I know that's right, girl, she liked it. And they were like, okay, let's try this out. But then once again, she kind of self-sabotages. And another big piece is that her dad died of heart disease. And when her mom and her dad were married, and to her mom and her dad's relationship were like goals. They loved each other deeply. Her dad always supported her mom always supported her dad, her mom took care of her dad. But once her dad died, she saw how her mom grieved her husband. So to her, it was like, I don't really know if I want to do that with somebody. You know how we get into our own minds, like, wow, like, I don't think, you know. But sometimes when we think like that, we hold ourselves back and we put a wall up, versus just living and trying life, you know. Death is a part of life, unfortunately, but it is. No matter who you're married to, no matter who your friends are, no matter who your family is, we're all gonna die one day. Like, that's just the truth of life. And I just say that to say that shouldn't stop you from going for everything that you want, you know. So when her and this dude, well, Isaac, when they are trying this relationship out, he's like, okay, well, go home, take a week, and let's see how we feel after the week. And obviously they're like, she's like, I don't need a week, like, I know I want to be with you. But he's like, no, still take the week, you still never know, like, let's take our time. We were friends before this, like, if we still need to be friends, fuck it, like, let's take our time and just continue to be friends. But you know what I'm saying, like, you can't be friends with somebody that just like, I don't know about y'all, but I don't, not that soon, you know. But when she goes home for that week, that's when she finds out that she has kidney disease. And on top of that, and I do want to say a PSA to Black people, her doctors were not listening to her when she was saying that she was having pain, that she had pain peeing, she had pain in her backside. The doctors were very negligent, and they did not listen. Well, her doctor did not listen. I just want to say PSA, if your doctor's not listening to you, get a new doctor, y'all. You know your body the best, okay? This is commonly happening across America. I don't know about other countries, I only live in America, but across America this is happening, where Black women, once again, I don't know about Black men, I'm a Black woman, but we're getting, you know, sometimes doctors, sometimes they don't listen, you know, whether we're pregnant, whether we're saying we're in pain and they're not believing it, you know. Make sure that you are continuously finding it. And if you gotta go to multiple doctors, fuck it, like, because you really just never know. Like, for example, in this book, and thankfully it's just a book, but like, she could have died because her doctor just kept putting off. So like, but like in real life that happens too. So keep advocating for yourself, and just keep like cycling around doctors, practitioners, and healthcare workers, because you deserve to be heard. And you know it, once again, you know your body best. If you feel like something is wrong, and they need to do the test. And also, I do want to say that if a doctor denies something you're asking, tell them to put it in a chart, and they like little appointment notes that they denied that, okay? So anyways, So because the doctor was negligent, thankfully one of her co-workers that obviously turned into her friends, he was dating a doctor, so his, I think just boyfriend, I don't think they were married yet, maybe they were, but his boyfriend slash husband took Lanaya's results because he worked at a hospital and brought it to a kidney doctor, and the kidney doctor was like, yeah girl, you need to come in here, I'm sorry that that doctor didn't listen to you, but you got like stage 3 kidney disease and we gotta like get started on this now stat. And because she got that news, obviously to her, and of course with her dad's passing, it was like, I'm gonna die, or not that she's gonna die, but you know, what if 50-50 chance, right? So she ended up telling Isaac, I actually don't want to be with you. And that's where I say she kind of self-sabotaged, but it's obviously understandable. But yeah, she put a wall up and she was like, I don't want to be with you. And she didn't even, and she was wrong for that, she didn't even tell him that she had kidney disease when she told him that, right? So he's like, this is coming out of nowhere, I think, like, what's going on, like, what's wrong, this is like, I don't think that's what you said, like, are you sure? Like, obviously he's confused. She's just like, yeah, I don't think this is right, da-da-da, just for him to find out that she had kidney disease. And he's like, why didn't you tell me? But she has a history of not telling him stuff. Like, she really is a person who keeps things to herself, who kind of takes the world on all by herself. Like, that's where her character kind of gives. And then on top of that, she does have anxiety. So, and that's the other thing too, they thought her symptoms were anxiety symptoms, but it was like, that was not no damn. So, but yeah, he's like, why didn't you tell me? And she's like, well, I don't want you to spend forever with me and then I end up dying, and you know, I had to see my mom and dad go through that, da-da-da. And then of course he's like, bro, like, I'm with you through whatever. If I have to take care of you, I'm gonna take care of you whether we together or not. Like, I'm your friend too, so of course I'm gonna sit here, take care of you, and be concerned whether we're dating or not. But you know, and she talked to her mom about it too, and her mom was like, you know, I get that seeing me grieve your father was hard, but like, please understand, there was a lot of happy moments, and please understand, like, I would do it all again if I could live those happy moments again. And that kind of made something click in Lanaya, that she, obviously we all have our own perspective on things, of course, but that, I think that helped her see, like, she was holding on to something that maybe she didn't have to. And then her and Isaac decide, I think they decide to just give it a chance for real. And obviously she's the love of his life, and he said that, you've been in love with my life since we were kids, since I first met you, like hyping a girl head up. So yeah, but I love the book, and it's an easy quick read. Well, for me it was easy quick read, but it kind of makes you not want to put it down because you want to know what happens next, because like obviously throughout that there's so many plots and stuff, but I'm not gonna go through all that. I would give the book a 10 out of 10. Like I said, even though you know what's gonna happen, the way it played out and everything was still beautiful. It was still, and you know, it shows how, although we grieve through a lot of things, like, we are all still deserving of love, self-love, friendship love, relationship love. No matter what, we're all deserving of love, we're all deserving of peace and kindness, you know. So this book kind of just unveiled that page by page. And obviously when she's with Isaac, she's going and she's meeting like famous people, and she's going to parties, and she's like with his artwork. And then y'all, this is where I cried, right? He painted, or he made an artwork piece around her, and the artwork had like their pictures, it had like little things that reminded you know, of their relationships. And her dad had a pen, and he put like the pen on there, and I was like, oh my god, this is so sweet. It was literally like a love, not a love letter, but a love portrait to her and their relationship. I fell in love. I loved it. And yeah, she surprised him and everything when she found out and woke up and was like, oh my god, I gotta go get my man. And yeah, it's beautiful, y'all. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful story. I don't know, read it. Especially if you love romance. I love romance. So yeah, that's all I really had to say. If you guys have any questions though, of course leave them. You are welcome and safe here. If you have any other books to read, especially black romance books, please let me know. I found this book in a plethora of books on Instagram, so that's how I found out about this one. But if you have any other recommendations, black authors, black romance, give them to me. I will read them. Okay, once again, I do have to say I got this from the library. Most of the time library cards are free, and it is free for you to get one. It is free for you to check out multiple books at a time. You return the books back to the library and you get more books. Not only do you have free books to get and a plethora of genres, okay, book for everybody, but the library also has food drives sometimes where you could bring in canned goods. The summertime and stuff, I know they have things for kids, they have things for newborns, they have things for young adults to make sure that young adults are still being able to read in our country, and kids are actually having a literacy crisis. So it's super important to continue to invest and install in your kids to read, to have their imaginations going, get them off of these tablets and off these phones, okay? I didn't have an iPhone till I was a junior in high school. Now, I did have an iPod though and an iPad, but it's different. You know, that iPod and iPad was staying at home, not coming with me to school. So yeah, not until high school was I able to bring like an actual phone to school. Not like now, these kids be bringing these iPhones to school in elementary. Oh, anyways, yes, there's literary crisis. Please, y'all, library's free. So many resources, so many things, and they help with so much more than just books, okay? And it's important. They're trying to bring libraries down and ban books and stuff. We need it, okay? I love you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Please continue being safe and responsible outside. No drinking and driving. Don't take unknown substances, and have fun. Come back home. It is a blessing to come back home. And stay cool, okay? Enjoy the rest of the summer, you guys. I love you. Bye.